G'day, guys, and welcome to another Thoughts and Chairs on the Sore Loser Show. Today's chair is a red and white accent chair, and it was given to me by my friend and boss, Shane. So, thank you, Shane. I don't sit in it very often, at all, really. Sometimes when I'm playing PlayStation. I can kind of see why. Moving right along to today's thought, which is more of a practice that I've taken on. And it's really simple. It doesn't involve changing anything, but the way you sort of view something, view tasks. And being as skateboarding is like such a huge part of my life, because this is a life-improving thing, I can only see it as being relevant to skateboarding because everything in my life is relevant to skateboarding. I think that's just what happens when you've done something for, 80% of your life, as it turns out I have. So let's dive into what that thought is. So I started doing this a while ago, and it was kind of unintentionally and half joking, and I don't know where exactly I got it from. I may have read it somewhere, like somebody talking about future theirs problem, and it was in a negative way that like that person was going to party today because a hangover is tomorrow them's problem. And I started thinking, what happens if you flip that from a negative into a positive? And it's hard to explain. You have to think about yourself today as today's you ends when you go to bed. And tomorrow's you starts when you wake up. So think of those two people right there as future you, today you being separate people altogether. And if you start thinking about future you as another person and start doing acts of kindness, favors for future you today, even if you don't want to, especially if you don't want to, the easiest way for me to do this is to give you an example of my week and how this sort of paying it forward works in a practical sense. Now, to do that, I have to tell you, I really dislike mowing the lawn. I dislike cleaning the bathroom. I dislike dusting. The list goes on of stuff I don't like doing, and especially doing after work. But I did find myself on my weekend, on my 2 days off, being Saturday and Sunday, half a day being consumed by all of those things I didn't really like doing, but I thought it necessary to just knock them all on the head, put half a day in, get it all done, all those chores just done, And then I started thinking, what if you shifted the way you think from those acts being chores to being favors for future you? So this is the example of my week. So Wednesday after work, I was tired. The chore would be mowing the lawn because they needed doing. I have a backyard and a front yard. It's warm, it's springtime, so the grass grows. Anyway, the lawns needed doing. Normally I would do that on a Saturday morning, but instead, Wednesday afternoon Damo was thinking about Thursday, Friday, and Saturday Damo, and Sunday for that matter, and thinking, if I just mow the lawn now, I take that hour and a half to mow the front and the back lawn, it'll just be done. So I stopped thinking about it as a chore I had to do and started thinking about it as a favor I was doing future me. And then it came about on Saturday. I woke up and it was done. And it's almost like I didn't do it because I didn't have to do it that day. And then another example was on Friday afternoon, I stopped in at the supermarket and I did a proper grocery shop, like a big shop for all the things that I really like. So I would have them in the house for the next day. Like, I wasn't going to use all these things. I wasn't going to come close to using it. Friday, I was exhausted. I just wanted to sit down and just tune out. But I went to the supermarket. Took me 45 to an hour after parking and grocery shopping, getting all the groceries into the house. And you get the idea. But then Saturday and Sunday me has all my favorite things in the house. I can eat delicious food, not have to worry about doing the supermarket on the weekend. You get the kind of idea, right? So what I was thinking is, or wondering, if you take yourself tomorrow to be a different person that you're doing favors for, and then tomorrow you has no way of repaying a favor to today you, because then that's yesterday you, if that makes sense. I hope it probably doesn't. But yeah, so you cannot repay the favor to yesterday you. So whatever I did yesterday, I can't change. I cannot repay. I cannot scold yesterday me. I can't do anything about it. It's done. Is it a selfless act then for me to mow the lawn on a Wednesday for Thursday me? Because how do you repay that? You can't. All you can do is pay it forward again so that Thursday me owes Friday me a favor, Friday me owes Saturday me a favor, and on and on. And just treating it that way has, I don't know, well, thinking about it made me a bit mental, but kind of living that way has really kind of made a difference that is undeniable. I'm not going to say it's life-changing, but it's one of those small things that I do just to feel better, to have a little bit better mental health. And just a slight shift in attitude, I find, has a knock-on effect. And also the time factor. You just have more time on the weekend if you get these, what used to be chores, but are now favors, done during the week. So I get more time to skate. I can skate at any stage during the day without having to worry about these chores that need doing. These favors have already been done. So I guess what I'm saying is I consider that an act of selfishness because I want more time on the weekend, but at the same time, selflessness because I cannot repay that favor to me who has, you get what I'm saying. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think about this, if you're living this way, if you've got some other practice that you do that makes you feel better, that frees up time. Until next time, Damo, thoughts and chairs on the Sore Loser Show. On behalf of myself and Chinkat over there, have a great day.